I kind of want to sing a special song to cue us in on this one. Alright. Here it is. They're going to help me out with this. I'm going to need 100% of Martin to get through this. It's more like 3, 2, 1. We are the three amigos. We are the three amigos. We are the three amigos. And amigos forever will be.
I think that we held that pretty good. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
I don't know if it was the
Out
full.
of nowhere.
I'll
It was
time that
definitely
later
not
and
the
see
full.
If it's not all the way through, because I know exactly how long it was. What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Welcome to Lights, Camera, Cocktails. We have already told you exactly what movie we're doing. We are doing The Three Amigos.
Oh yes, we are.
And I have my bestest amigos here to join us for such an occasion. We got Sir Wesley coming in from the Bay
Happy to be here.
via Guadalajara.
Guadalajara.
And returning to the stage is Mr. Edward Forty Hands himself,
Yes.
Martin, aka my best man. And as always, Ashley is in the building
Motherfucking building.
behind the scenes.
Ashley.
Always.
Killing it like BTS.
And I'm Zenobia.
I am Jason, if y'all don't know.
And on Lights, Camera, Cocktails, we pair amazing cocktails with.
Amazing movies.
And tonight is no fucking different.
Hell no.
Except we got you two here.
Oh. What's going on?
That's
and
the difference.
And that's gonna make it sick. So I feel like
I thought you were going to say sexy.
it does make it sexy
It's gonna get
because
sexy.
I definitely am the odd man out of this Three Amigos.
No.
Like I am more.
It's a
of the,
revolving amigos.
like the
You're
Carmen?
amiga.
Like I'm the Carmen of the in the movie. You know, they had the Three Amigos. And she was still there. Like, yes, that's a good idea. Come on, let's go. You know, so like that's I'm feeling her vibe tonight. That's what I'm going with.
I like that.
But I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to drink.
Get it started.
All
All
right.
right. Martin already tried.
Okay.
A sampler.
He did.
Sampler.
He didn't know
Just
the
a
rule. I should have
sampler.
just hit his
Just a
hand.
sampler.
But you're a guest, so I'm going to treat you nice. So, tonight,
He's not a guest.
For
He's
the-
home.
for the Three Amigos, we are drinking Palomas.
Ooh.
Have you had a Paloma, anybody?
No.
Yeah.
Just had one a couple minutes ago.
This is one of my most requested tequila drinks at the bar for people who like tequila. That's fun.
Let me hook you up real quick because I think this is blocking your face now that I realize it. So I'm going to angle her.
Don't block my face.
No, we need the money
Okay.
in the
That's
camera.
right.
It's the angle of the
You
dangle.
covering the girls.
There you go.
You covering the girls up.
No, we can't do that.
All right.
All right.
So, Paloma, what you need is 2 ounces of tequila. And tonight, you guys, we are drinking the Three Amigos tequila.
Fuck yeah.
There we go.
So
So-
appropriate.
That is what we are drinking. So 2 ounces of tequila. You're going to do a half an ounce of lime juice and 1/4 ounce of grapefruit juice and top with some squirt. And then you can just mix it up a little bit. And I like to add tahini to the rim. I think it adds a little more like fun to it.
You did that last episode. And that shit was good.
It is good. You get ready to smack your lips and have it all up in your beard and on your lips and
There you
stuff,
go.
because that's what we're doing tonight. So, that, my friends, is the Paloma. All right, you guys
All
ready?
right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, baby.
Cheers, smash.
Cheers.
Get in here. Mmm. Oh shit, that tajin.
Gotta get the lip smack.
I like that.
lovely.
That'll play.
And our friend Wes here is not drinking at the moment. So I did make him a mocktail type of drink for the people who want to drink but can't. I almost bought you a bottle of non-alcoholic tequila.
Whoa.
I couldn't really find it, and
That's
then
a
I found
thing?
this. Yeah,
Oh my god.
I was looking up a substitute for tequila. This thing called like a mockingbird.
Huh.
It's mockingbird like tequila.
Interesting.
So it has like the flavors of it, but no alcohol for my peoples out there. But I did not do that tonight. I did the grapefruit juice and the squirt and the lime, and we did one of these Lagunitas hi-fi, like fucking THC sparkling water. And this can alone has 10 milligrams of THC, but
Oh, yeah.
I didn't use the whole thing yet, so after you other
Yes.
So Wes is under
Okay,
different
we top that
spirits,
off.
but equally.
yeah,
No
so
problem.
it should not have quite a taste. Do you taste anything?
Oh, it tastes nice.
Yeah, it's just some
I'm
sparkling
enjoying it.
water. I
Okay.
found this, I thought it was cool, and I was like, here we go.
Ah,
A fun mocktail, so you still getting a little fucked up with
Oh,
it.
there
right.
you go.
It's just a different spirit.
That's
Just
right.
a different spirit. Mhm. Ain't
Different way of
California
doing it.
great? Look at all these great things we can buy here.
Let's fucking go.
Let's
I'm so
go.
excited for tonight.
Okay, so
we got a
you-
new format for y'all also, so I hope you dive into the end because it's gonna be fun.
We doing this.
We're coming
doing
at
this.
you fast and loose. Let's go.
All right. So, but before we get any more faster, it's time for a little bit of her story
Ooh, I'm so excited.
on the Tres Amigos tequila. Okay. So, when I was looking into this, I kind of was about to do something on squirt because I was like, we put that shit in
Yeah.
cocktails all the time.
Yeah.
But I feel like last week I did that on Arizona. So
You
it's time to-
did on the Arizona iced
We
tea
used Arizona iced tea, mango Arizona.
coming out of Brooklyn.
And that shit was bomb. Like that one's on my top list of like drinks at the moment.
Yeah.
The businesswoman special. That might be
I want to say I
summertime.
had like a solid 3 that night.
Yeah, we kept drinking
We got-
those literally after
we got
we were
good
done.
and fucked up.
Okay, so the three amigos or tres amigos.
Tres
tequila.
amigos.
We're drinking the
What is it?
What is it called, Dad?
Hmm? What? What is it?
You tell me. Come on, it's pop quiz time.
Stop.
Fail. Not a raspado. It is a,
a raspado?
yeah, that's the dude that pushes the ice down the street. It is a reposado.
Wait,
Reposado.
what the fuck did I just miss? I stumbled on a word I do know how to say. Thank you, I'm a bartender. But this whole thing just happened.
Oh yeah. Ashley went to the store to get some reposado, and she
Okay.
asked the cashier for the raspado, and he was a Latino, so
and
he's
he
like,
laughed. It was like, what the fuck?
"I know what you're looking for."
She's like,
I got you.
tequila.
I
And he's
got
like,
you.
Oh, okay.
Joanna Snokon?
I can go get the guy. He's outside. But
So, three amigos. Reposado.
Reposado. I like me some reposado.
reposado.
Okay, this whole thing starts with the Gonzalez family. Okay, they have been farmers for over 4 generations, growing onions, watermelon, and blue agave.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that is what they were doing for big companies. So big companies were buying their
Buying their stock.
stock from this family to make their tequilas. All right, and so it wasn't until some of the family left and they moved into the United States and they started looking around and they were like, you know what? We need to stop making this shit for other people. And our family, we know how to grow this shit. We know how to distill this shit. We know how to make this shit and bottle it. Why are we doing it for other people?
Yeah.
So-
Making other people rich.
Yeah. And so they started in 2007 making their own tequila. And so what happened was some of the family lived in Arizona, some of the family lived in Mexico on the farm, and they got together and like, you know what? Let's do this shit. So this whole family is in almost all the parts of making this, from like growing it in the fields, chopping it, distilling it, all this stuff.
Packaging it.
Running the shit. And it's a small Arizona tequila company. But like once I started seeing stuff on this family, and it's like named after 3 of the brothers, I guess. It's so, I was like, you know what? Fuck Squirt. We don't need to learn no shit about them.
Them Gonzalez brothers.
We already know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 100% organically made. So if you're into that or you care, I don't really care.
I
I'll
care.
drink whatever the fuck it is.
I care.
But I do care sometimes. And so
I want my spirits naturally sourced.
So they've only been around since 2007, which I think is like pretty good. They're not in a lot of places. Like they're not in Bevmo. I had to go to Total Wine and Spirits.
Okay.
Exclusive.
Yeah, I had to go there to
exclusive.
go find it. And when I was in there, the manager dude was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm good." And he's like, "Oh, tomorrow I'm off. I'm gonna start drinking." And I was like, "All right, what do you drink?" And he's like, "Tequila." And
Hell
I
yeah.
pulled this up
Hell
and I was
yeah.
like, "Do you drink this? Is this good?" And he was like, "Yes, it is." And I was like, "All right." So
Trying to get that non-GMO smashed.
yeah.
It just hits different.
It hits different.
That's right.
The family still grows, onions and watermelon on the same ass farm that we be getting. They ain't gonna
A
stop
little
their hustle.
tequila and
Yeah.
watermelon, hell yeah.
They need to find out how to blend
Infuse
this
the
shit.
two.
Yeah.
Onions for the next day hangover cure.
So the reposado is their blanco of their tequilas, but it sits in a barrel for extra 11 months. So it's like 2 years the first round, and then
An extra 11 months.
11 months for this. And so they do it in white charcoal oak barrels. So it has a little bit of a smoky. It's not necessarily like
It's not super strong.
It's not super strong, but
It'll get you drunk.
it'll get you strong. No, like the smoky taste isn't as super
The smokiness
strong.
is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I like to get smoked.
yeah, it's not like a mezcal like you put it in there and you're like, whoa. Yeah, no, it's a nice little calm thing. So
Hell yeah.
that's my little bit of her story
I love that.
on the Three Amigos.
And before we move on, I gotta hook up your mic.
I
We're
know.
gonna go full. You're gonna go full MC for the moment. There you go.
Oh,
That's for
okay.
you. And I'm gonna
Mic
hook
check,
this
1,
bastard
2.
up.
I know, I'm using a new mic stand, so this is fun.
Something is not kosher.
I'm gonna drink while I do
It's
this.
not working
Okay.
out. Exactly.
Oh, that's good. Just a little bit.
All right.
No, yeah, I got you.
Oh my lord.
Gracias, gracias.
Wes, you want me to hook you up? I got you.
Well, top me off. Appreciate you. Doing the Lord's work.
This is going in the edit.
Oh, hell yeah, it is. All right, and last thing,
This
we
is
go
the
here.
This is the edit.
This is the edit.
That's the secret. This is the edit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna be smooth and slick with it,
Is that better?
That does feel better.
except for that. Almost there. You just need a little slack, is all it is.
Yeah. It's because it's really tight, right?
Toy like a toy.
Toy, like
Let
a
it
toy.
do it.
Oh,
Boom.
I ain't touch
Toy.
shit.
Moving
Like a toy.
the fuck on.
All right,
Is that better?
and that's the Three Amigos.
Okay.
Now, are you guys ready
After this.
for
I'm gonna need a sip.
the motherfucking drinking game? Yes, sir.
Oh, I should say yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Okay, so
Hit it.
we are trying something a little different this week. And
Celebrity shot.
we're bringing
coming
a celebrity shot of our favorite
Oh, here we go.
celebs.
in. Little smash for your ass.
A little smash for your ass.
I like it.
Oh, yes, you did.
I like it.
So I finally get to sit back and drink.
You sit back, girl. You're working hard.
Oh, thank you.
You gotta get in here,
girl.
man.
I'm in here.
Don't block the talent.
I'm not.
Just sit closer like you like me. There you go.
Pretend.
You want your headphones or no?
No, I'm good.
All right, here we go. A little bit of drinking game. All
All
right.
right. Let's get smashed with Smashly.
Yes!
Ready? We're gonna take a sip.
I gotta brace myself.
We're gonna take a sip every time the Amigos misinterpret something.
Yes.
In
Absolutely.
Famous?
You just
Infamous,
In-
yes.
In-
Isn't that a light
Infamous.
chicken gravy?
Infamous.
You're gonna take a sip every time the Three Amigos are out of costume.
Ah.
That's like
So,
in the beginning,
yeah.
and when they're in like their
Steve
pajamas.
walks up
Yes.
on the ledge.
Look
up here.
Look up here, look at her.
You guys.
Take
Okay.
a sip every time the word Amigos is said.
Oh boy.
When's the first one?
At the beginning when they're singing, because we
Yeah.
are the three
Oh, yeah. Okay.
amigos.
Take the Amigos clothes.
I know, he's like, what? You gave them their gifts.
These were presents. Sure, no problem,
He was
amigos.
mad.
Try not to get into too much troubles.
Take a simp every time there's a gunfight.
Okay.
Okay.
Every time there's a gunfight, or every time a gun goes off?
No, we thought
think we
about
thought
that. It's
about
just
it.
like,
Oh, okay.
I
I don't think you'd be
you
able to
could-
set
yeah.
your glass down. You might as well sit there with the bottle.
At the end, you just kill it. Just kill it.
Yep. Whatever's left, bottoms up.
Yeah.
You're done.
Take a shot. Take a shot when the three amigos take a shot of tequila.
yeah.
Oh.
What's tequila?
It's like beer.
It's
It's like
beer.
We don't have
Okay.
beer.
Okay, I like that. Throw in a
You
shot.
gotta
Get
take a
ready.
shot with them.
Get ready.
Take a sip. You taking a sip?
I'm
Take
ready.
a sip. Every time Dusty plays an instrument.
Oh, I haven't played in years. I
He's
couldn't.
like, yeah, you get on the piano,
He is
everything.
always with the guitar and all the ladies around.
I do like when they're like singing and they're like pleading for their and then
My little
yeah, and
buttercup.
he's sitting there and he doesn't have the piano and he's just like pointing at him like, look at him
Oh,
go.
he's like clapping.
Yeah.
We're entertainers. We don't really gunfight.
Yeah, he has nothing to do. He's just like, look at him. Yeah.
Take a sip every time one of the three amigos speaks Spanish.
I'm trying to remember if they speak
They
Spanish.
say words.
There's a couple
They
words.
say like
Yeah.
Because
words.
he's like,
Say words.
gracias, muy
Muy bien.
bien,
Uh-huh.
gracias.
Arriba, arriba.
Arriba, arriba, arriba,
Ah,
arriba,
Arriba!
That's true.
Arriba!
Alright.
That's a great Steve Martin right there.
That was.
I'll take it.
I always thought of you as a Dusty Bottoms, but
Ooh.
Oh, hey, come on now.
Well, he does play instruments, so that would work for Wes.
Wes
Oh,
does
yeah.
slap of the bass.
I do.
Slap at the
I do.
bass.
I've been known to live on the low end.
Take a simp every time you see someone drinking tequila.
He's like,
Oh,
come
boy.
on, let's go get some tequila. They fucking bounce.
And I got to comment on your little mason jars here for the evening. Because we would have done like rocks glasses or something like that. But in the movie, these fools are all drinking out of the exact same bottle. They had like hundreds of those bottles in the movie.
Yeah.
See,
So
see.
we're staying
Let's
true
go get
to it.
Santa Poco to get some more tequila.
They'll be happy to see us. Like, no, they will not.
No.
Amigos, Santa Poco is no longer under my protection.
Yeah.
This might be a little... Okay, take a simp every
happened?
time the singing bush changes songs.
Oh, she'll be coming down the mountain.
Every time.
I saw it.
Yeah, they were everybody.
Just keep it up there.
Excuse me, are you the singing bush? Like,
Whoa, blow the wind down.
That's a different song.
that is a totally different song.
Forget it.
Get
I think
them.
this is the singing bush.
Take a simp every time El Guapo says a different term to call the amigos white man.
Oh my god. Out of gringos
Gringos.
falling from the sky.
Yes, yes, guapo.
They were.
I've had enough of these Yankee bullshit.
Yeah.
Who the hell are you?
You will die like dogs.
You will
Cool
die
guy
like
like
dogs.
Go ahead, go.
I
Alright.
like these guys. They're funny guys.
Just kill one of them.
Just kill one of them.
He's like, okay.
Okay, so that brings us to you finish your first drink when the amigos realize it's real. It's all
He
real.
was like, wait, come on.
I'm already crying.
Oh, the meltdown of a generation.
That is such a
Truly.
great. He was like,
It's real.
Oh,
like, yeah.
This is real.
I've already been shot.
I've already been shot.
They're going to kill us.
We're definitely not gonna get our money now. Like they're getting paid.
They kept their composure. They didn't break down.
That's right. That's right.
Talk to him.
True acting professionals.
They're using real bullets.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang on to this.
Big trouble.
You're in big trouble, mister. Calling the unions. You're gonna get us fucked up.
Yeah, let's do it.
Jesus.
You're gonna finish your second drink
Okay.
when Dusty kills the invisible swordsman.
Oh my god.
You
You were supposed to fire up.
He's like, how was I
We
supposed to?
fired up.
I was supposed to know he was over there. I do love when they like lift him up. with his- I know. Well, who just shoots out? It's like, what are you doing?
How was I supposed to know where he was?
How are you supposed to follow an
He's
invisible
dead, all right.
man, though?
Yeah.
I tried to figure out how they did that. I couldn't figure it out. How they put the imprint in the center. Do you know?
I don't, but I was hoping you did. Damn it.
I couldn't find it. That was impressive.
Good for them.
Because, dude,
Because it is very
Steve
cool.
Martin literally
Secret.
lifts
He
up
lifts
an
it up and
invisible
drops
hand and
it.
drops it in the sand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Green screen, probably. I don't know.
But how do you follow an invisible man? You're supposed to follow him to the spot, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
But if he's invisible, so maybe he talks. Maybe he sings.
He definitely talks
He
because you
definitely
hear him.
talks. You hear him
Oh,
when
he
he gets
shot.
shot.
He goes, ah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, if
It
they
makes
were
two
looking
sounds.
carefully,
And a
they could have
thud.
maybe followed his footsteps.
He was like, hey, he's just like, hey, follow my voice, and he
Follow
just
the-
sings as you go. I don't know.
The tracks. You gotta track him the whole way.
I just wondered.
You're gonna finish your third drink
All right.
Mm-hmm.
when El Guapo plays a good trick too.
Come closer.
That was a good
That was
trick,
some
too.
pretty good trick.
He's like,
I have to tell you something. Pow! That was a good trick too.
he just dies.
And I'm out.
God,
Drinks
You have
El
one
Guapo.
less.
That's a way to go
Goes
out.
out and out.
That's a way to go out. In his own style. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
That's right, on his terms.
And then I added 2 fun things to the drinking game.
Oh, what are we doing now?
It wasn't enough yet.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
my.
not quite yet.
Getting
This
lit.
happens in the beginning. Drink for as long for the duration of the high note of the Amigos
Oh
song.
my god. Yeah.
So you're gonna drink for the duration.
Does anybody know what the duration is?
I think
Give
it
it
is.
to us.
I think the
14 seconds.
Oh, I thought the
seconds.
technical term was too long. Okay, 14 seconds
Too
makes a
long.
little more sense.
14 seconds too long.
Lord.
Yeah.
And then drink for as long as Dusty drinks his water.
Oh my god.
What a fucking. I just wanted to.
Asshole.
Cheers.
Lip balm?
He throws the rest of it down on the goddamn ground just to.
The other
Why?
two are just like,
These guys are such dumbasses.
That's it. That's all you got. How did I do my first drinking game segment?
Take it.
And that's Smashly,
Have any more
everybody.
to add?
I don't think we should.
I can't think of it. I think you hit it. I think you hit it.
Remember to drink
Hit it.
responsibly.
Hit it.
Yes.
Don't drink and drive.
No.
Happy smashing.
Oh, get
Cheers.
the fuck out of here! And that's the motherfucking drinking game.
All right.
The smashing drinking game. I love it. Thank you. Wow.
I have a dirty joke, but I won't say it.
I want
Why?
to hear it.
All right, we'll do some happy smashing later.
Yeah.
There you
See
go.
these earphones? I can't hear none.
After the drinking game.
amigos.
Okay. All right. So here we go. It's time for the stats.
Oh shit! Hit me with it.
All right. This
These mon-
movie, Three Amigos, dropped December 12th, 1986, baby.
It's a good year.
Twas
Yeah.
a good year.
Twas
Twas a good year.
1986.
It's a Hachi kind of year.
This movie
Hachi.
dropped.
Hachiroku kind of year.
It was a what?
A Hachiroku kind of year.
Oh,
Martin's
my.
favorite car came out that year.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's also the year I was born.
Oh, even better. All right.
Wait a
So,
minute, what was the date?
December 12th.
You're 9 months older.
I know.
Look at you. So
Fully enjoyed that movie at 9
you
months.
did. He was
Absolutely.
like, shit, it slaps.
Yeah.
Martin was singing right along.
It's on opening weekend.
Okay, so the budget for this was $25 million.
That's a lot
To
of
make this movie.
cheese.
And that's 87 money. But 2023 money, that's more like $67 million. Over $67 million to make this.
Dude.
And it made $39 million.
It lost?
What?
Wait, did it lose?
No, no,
No,
no.
it
no,
just
no,
like,
no,
it
sorry,
made
sorry,
a little
sorry.
money. It made a little money. Not
I heard
that-
67, then 39.
No, the
Yeah,
six, the
same.
60,
It costs 20.
Today's
20.
money.
it costs 25 to make
25,
it.
yeah.
But like 60, over 67.
I was
if it
gonna
today.
say, terrible time.
Terrible.
Come on now.
God damn it.
They made
No
their
wonder
money
there
back.
wasn't a sequel.
It made money and it made some sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so if you translate that $39 million in 2023 money, it's more like $105 million settlement.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
So, it did some
That's
good.
not bad.
You can buy a 4-bedroom in Hollywood for that.
Maybe.
can rent it.
Well, on the bad side.
I was gonna
On the
say.
bad side, can't go to the hills.
No.
No. South of Sunset.
All right. Rotten Tomatoes. These sons of bitches. You ready?
Did they?
Oh, don't make
Did
me
them dirty.
mad. Don't
Did
make me
Did them
mad.
dirty.
Okay, the critics. 45%.
Yeah.
Oh,
I read something
Of
about
course.
that.
That's
Oh, man.
upsetting.
Okay.
But why?
Okay. The audience.
Please tell me the audience feels better about it.
67%.
Okay. It's a niche audience.
Yeah.
I mean,
Almost,
it's
almost
not-
a C grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost. I mean, it's passing.
It's
Yeah.
got an A in my heart.
But
I mean, back then the big one was Roger, Siskel and Ebert, and Roger Ebert went on some talk show with Chevy Chase. It's like, this is one of my 5 big flops of the
yeah,
summer.
he gave it thumbs down.
Wow.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, you ready for the?
He was wrong.
Yeah,
You ready for
absolutely.
the score that really matters? The only one that really matters.
Yes.
The ZZ Fresh, and the ZZ Fresh gives it 84%.
Yes.
I think it's a great
Solid
fun
B
feel.
movie.
That's a fair rating.
I think that it's very clean for an 80s movie.
Yes.
It's something you can watch with your grandma and you can watch with your kids and you can get drunk or high and watch it and it'll still be good. I think it's probably nostalgic for us, and if
Yeah.
newer people
Yeah.
saw it, they'd be like, "What is this trash?"
Yeah.
That's just
That's a
me.
good take.
That's
That's a
just
good
my
May-
take on
maybe
this.
not trash, but maybe just not their vibe.
Not their vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to be in
Yeah.
the mood for it. Actually, I don't know if you do have to be in the mood for it, because like I personally would give it like an A-. I give
I
it like
do-
an 89.
I definitely hadn't watched this movie in probably like 10 years.
Same.
So it's been a
Same.
minute.
Yeah, I was gonna say
More than 10 years.
I like didn't have a beard last time I saw this, and I had hair on my head.
So
The
that's
Lord
a
took
lot,
that away
yeah.
from me a long time ago, so it's been a minute.
And today we watched it before getting
Just
ready
before
for
that.
everything,
Right.
and I still caught myself like laughing out loud.
Yeah.
No,
So,
it's still funny.
you
It
catch
holds-
me
it
30
holds up.
years later.
It holds
It
up.
still holds up. I do feel like some of having the 3 of them, you expect like just some crazy shit.
I
And
feel like they could have gone further.
they could have gone a little
Yeah.
further.
Yeah.
But
Hit it
I feel like
even
there's
harder.
I
I'll-
do
I-
know that there's other reasons why
Why they
it
did it.
is why it
Yeah.
is. But that's just why I did.
I'll
I
give
mean,
that to you later.
it's three living legends, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't get the 3 of them
Yeah.
in those costumes in that setting
Right.
ever. Like, man, if only they could have gone the extra mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if those 3 went on SNL or something like that, dressed as the 3 Amigos. Tell me that wouldn't break
they
the
not? I thought
fucking
they did.
internet.
They just did like maybe a couple years
It was an
ago.
anniversary.
Yeah,
thing.
it was an anniversary like Vanity Fair.
They
photo
didn't.
shoot.
They didn't dress up for that one though.
They, they're old fat asses can't fit in these damn.
That's
They could
true.
tailor something.
No.
They could have definitely tailored
Those,
something.
those tight pants
But
do,
those-
not,
yeah,
treat,
they-
not treat you well.
Yeah, they
On
are
the
not in
other
their
side of
30s and
40.
40s.
They could have at
anymore.
least had the headgear on, like
Yeah.
for the photos.
But just having the 3 of them together is like.
Yeah, but that's just photos. Imagine if they did like a little like
A
sketch.
skit, yeah.
You know what I mean? That would be astronomical.
Absolutely.
So that being said, that's why I think it deserves a very high rating.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the J joint?
I give it an 89.
89.
Mm-hmm. Personally, I love it.
Okay. What is the Martin Mark?
I'd give it a solid 86.
86. All right.
Why?
All
I
right.
wonder.
I wonder.
What is the Wesley Way?
Oh, yes, the Wesley way, of course. I would give it maybe an 84, I would say. If you're going to have the 3 of those guys
Yeah.
on screen together in such an over-the-top, ridiculous setting,
Yes.
come on, people. It's Steve Martin.
You gotta
Like,
cut. You gotta cut them
Get
loose.
this,
Yeah.
come on.
You
These
gotta cut
guys
'em loose.
have made a incredible living being very silly. So, like, please.
I mean,
Let
like
them
any of
be
his,
silly.
any of
They're
his
in
other
the
movies.
desert with
Yeah.
guns and skin-tight pants. Go there at all times.
Just keep going. I love it.
Please don't hold back.
Can we just bring back some slapstick comedy?
Yeah.
Like,
a good
damn,
slapstick.
the physical fucking comedy is hilarious.
Yeah, it was a great era for that.
But it's very hard to get people to appreciate that now, though.
to sit down and just enjoy it.
I think they would if they just saw it in contemporary form.
You gotta make it contemporary.
You know,
yeah.
do some slapstick comedy in 2023. People will laugh. There's, nothing funnier than a shot to the nuts.
Yeah.
That's what TikTok
Man, that
is
hits
for.
every time. Hits every
There was
time.
definitely a lot of, because I sat down and had my wife watch that too, and the Three Amigos, and there was definitely a lot of scenes where I found myself laughing, uncontrollably, and I'd look over at her, and she's like...
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
That's
there's
why-
definitely a nostalgic factor to it.
That's what I think.
If I hadn't seen this as a kid, I think I wouldn't have appreciated it as
Yes.
much
Exactly.
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
But since I have that built in, to my DNA, it hits every time.
Yeah.
I'll test it on our kids and let you know.
Yeah.
But if you start them young, like our nieces,
Rory and
I
Brooklyn
start,
be loving some 80s movies.
we start them real young on these shit, so when they get older,
Yeah. The
they're
one thing
friends
she
and
did
everything.
love, though, was their whole little,
Oh, come on. That's a timeless dance move. That hits every time.
every time.
Regardless of the decade, century, or
Yeah.
millennia,
Yeah.
it hits.
And
The
this
tight
movie,
pants hip thrust.
Come on.
Yes.
Always write it
Yes.
in.
Come on.
and this movie definitely has a cult following.
Yeah.
There's a group of people who could just quote this shit to each other. I guess us being them, but
Right.
yeah, that you can just do it. So
Fluent in those 80s movie quotes.
I like it. I'm always down for a good 80s movie. I feel like we haven't had one in a minute. Am I wrong?
It's been a minute.
It has been a minute.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I love it.
Do
And
you?
I do. And you're talking about how they should have just let them loose. I will say, so first and foremost, this movie is directed by John Landis.
Oh yes. it
So
is.
y'all know who that is. We're talking about Coming to America, Trading Places, The Blues Brothers,
Thriller.
Thriller,
Oh, come on now.
and also Stallone's biggest movie flop of all time, Oscar.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Why you gotta?
So that's a bad one.
Yeah. Why you gotta bring it down with the bad one?
Because I went to the movies to see
You actually
Oscar,
went to-
and my mom drove off.
She's like, I'm out here.
She's like,
She's like,
we're
yeah,
not
no,
finishing
not
this
doing
one.
that.
We went to the drive-in theater, and my mom took off.
she
she's
turned
like
the
that.
She
lights
put that
on.
in reverse in Act 2. See ya.
Hell no.
I'm good.
Yeah, it wasn't. Then I watched it as an adult. I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, your mom was like, I gotta get out of here. I'm ready to go smoke.
But
That was it. That was more of it right there. Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
I feel like they did let them loose, and they did let them do a lot more. However, after the movie was shot, the studio took over the editing. They took the editing out of John
Oh, that's too
Landis's
bad.
hands, and so they chopped it up far different than what he originally did.
So you're saying there's a Landis cut out there?
I was gonna
wish
say,
there was
give
a
me the
Landis cut.
I want the director's cut now.
No, there is a lot from this movie that is missing. If you have the Blu-ray edition, there are some added scenes, but there's
Is Fran in there?
no. I think she's completely gone.
Okay,
They
Fran,
take her completely out of the film,
gone.
right?
yeah, Fran Drescher was in this movie, and they cut her all the way out.
Well, her character is still in the movie. If you know what you're looking for.
What am I looking for?
In the scene where they're breaking into the studio to get their clothes, look up here, look up here, look up here. Okay, and the billboard behind him. Look,
Hey, guys!
Oh, what? Oh, what's going on? What's going on?
I love that scene. And that would be a drinking part because they are not in costume. They're
No,
literally ass out in draws.
Absolutely.
They did a pretty good job at doing the
1920s
Asian draw
draws.
down there on the
Yeah, they're
like
just
on.
sitting there like.
The balance was unprecedented.
Yeah.
Not bad for a couple of Canadians.
Right.
Okay, so there is a billboard behind him that says the Dueling Cavalier, and it has this woman on it, and her name is like Miss Renee, and Miss Renee would have been
That's our character.
Fran.
Oh.
And this is also a nod to one of my favorite movies of all time, Singing in the Rain.
Yes, it is.
Because it's the movie that one of the silent movies that they're making in the movie. So it's like a nice nod to another movie about silent movies after the fact. So
Nice.
I love it.
I do too.
Look up here, look up here.
You want to talk about Mr. Steve Martin?
Let's do
We can
it.
talk about Mr. Steve Martin.
I
So,
love him.
absolutely.
When was his hair not gray? Was he born gray?
I think it was born. He was born. that
yeah,
way.
he was
Like it was
an
like
albino.
light gray.
Yeah.
I know. I looked up his high school photo from. He's an Orange County boy from Garden Grove High School.
Local.
Yeah.
Love that.
And
my neck of
he
the
is,
woods.
but it's black and white, so I don't know. It could
I
have been
feel
a
like he-
touch of gray, but it could have been Steve Carell, but in high school.
I feel like he had like probably like really fair blonde hair. That's what I
Possibly.
think. Like he had
Like
like,
a bleached blonde.
Yeah.
he's just one of those weird natural people that you're like, you died. He's like, nah, man.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
How old is you?
First job, Disneyland,
Yes.
which
Oh,
is
man.
where he learned how
The
to do the
lasso.
lasso.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man,
Working
almost.
in
Frontierland.
Frontierland.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Back,
My
in,
first-
back in
me
our theme
too,
park
man.
days, man.
Dude, my first job out of high school was Knott's Berry Farm. The poor man's Disneyland.
It wasn't my first job.
I had friends that quit Knott's Berry Farm to work at Disneyland.
Absolutely. We were
not?
all talking about getting out and going to the Disney.
You're like, I gotta get to the
Yeah,
big
dude,
times.
I've got to get
Big
out.
time.
They pay better than minimum wage, man. They let you have pockets. They sewed our pockets shut at Knott's Berry Farm because they thought
Why?
we'd steal money.
Oh my god.
They also had me working 72 hours at like 15 years old.
Oh yeah.
And they paid you in boysenberries.
No,
he
this was
worked at
Disney. This
Oh,
was Disney.
Disney.
Yeah, that was my first job.
Pizza port over here.
Yeah.
Pizza port?
All the places.
I used to steal pizza for pizza. Oh my god, should I not say
No, I think
your
we're
fault.
past statute of
I
limitations.
definitely.
You should be good. You
This
should be
was
good.
literally 12-year-old me.
Yeah, no,
okay?
you're good.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
good.
They just
You're
had
a
us-
minor. It's in the
Yeah,
past. No problem.
I'm sorry. I pay now, okay? I pay for everything,
Yeah.
even though I don't want to.
No wonder they've been raising their prices.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
all
they-
my fault.
Hemorrhaging
Fuck.
from the port.
I had
the
my-
port's just bleeding out.
We gotta make up for the Zenobia here.
Damn.
Yeah, but I had
between
like,
12 and 14, it
brutal.
was some good times.
had the work permit saying like, oh, because I was underage, I couldn't work more than a certain amount of hours. And as
They
soon as I
get
brought
so
it,
fun.
Disney looked at it and was like, cool. Your first night, 12 hours.
12 hours.
Oh, for sure.
I did also work at Disneyland. It was not my first job,
Yeah.
but it was my.
It was a high school job.
Yeah, I got it before college. Yeah.
I got yelled at once for that shit. I was in high school,
Yeah.
and it was 2:30 in the morning, and I was like, I gotta go, dude. I gotta be at school
They
in
didn't
like
care.
5 hours. Like, okay, we're gonna let you go this time, but just know this is not
time.
gonna fly again.
Yeah.
No. You've got to be more dedicated to
Marvel.
your career.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bananas.
But by the way, we're gonna cut you down to 6 hours in like 2 months as soon as the summer's over.
Anytime I've ever been a supervisor or manager and I have a minor, I'm like, all right, yeah, you got to be out of here at this time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not.
Don't stick around here no
Yeah,
more.
get out of here,
Get
bitch.
your
Go
ass out
home.
of here.
You don't need your name showing up in a lawsuit in 8 years. Absolutely not. You don't want to be on the wrong side of that class action.
No, I'd be like, I don't even like this bitch. I don't even work here anymore.
right.
And I don't need to be in this lawsuit.
Disney who?
I got a question. Which of the Amigos do you think you identify with the most?
Okay. I think I know who everybody is.
Okay, hit us with
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I
can
think
you-
I know who
Do it.
everybody is. I'm
Let's hear
not
it.
sure
Hit us,
though.
hit us.
I feel very conflicted.
No, don't.
Give it to
Take
me.
a sip.
Okay.
Take a sip.
Ashley's Carmen, right?
Nobody's car.
Who's
I thought I
Nobody's
Nobody's
car?
car.
You're a guapo.
I like it. Okay, perfect.
I think that makes
I'm gonna
That
get
makes
you
way
a
more
sweater
sense.
for your birthday.
awesome.
It's a sweater.
But I want it like, and you have to put it in like a pinata though.
Yeah. I mean, you are supplying us
You
with
guys
tequila,
gotta come
too,
back
so-
and I'll just play Hefe.
That's true.
Me and the guys got you this gift. What could you say about such man?
And when he leaves, the chick has the sweater.
I know.
Yeah, she's like all sad.
The sweater.
Oh man. Okay, so
Yes.
the one thing I'm sure of is I believe you are Chevy Chase, because you and here's now listen to me. Let me.
I'm
me
not
cook.
mad at you.
Just
That's
let me
great.
cook. Let me cook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sizzle on.
So for you, he's not as over the top. He's not as bombastic. And he has like hidden talents that he doesn't like show off, too often, right? And I feel like that's kind of who you are, man. You've got a lot to offer, but you don't lead with all of it. You keep a little in the back pocket. Stick around long enough, you might see something fun and interesting.
Okay, I like how you're doing this.
And you
Okay.
have no idea when a girl is hitting on you.
No, he couldn't. Not
Senor
a clue.
Dusty?
Not a clue.
Would you like to kiss me over on the veranda? Yes.
Yeah, I prefer on the lips, but
Yeah,
we can do that.
Yeah, we can
the
do
lips
that.
would be fun.
When?
Oh, like now?
Oh, now?
Okay, and so the conflict that I have, this deep conflict internally that I've been going through, is I'm like 98% sure you're Martin Short and I am
Steve
I'm
Martin.
Steve Martin.
Okay.
Because I think with Steve Martin,
Is this a short thing?
Ned Netherland.
I
It's
agree
because I'm a
with you.
quick draw.
yeah, no, and my feeling is because he's such a bright light. He saves the day so consistently. He's in the back. He's cooking. He's ready to go.
He's the one who's
we were
like,
ready to rock. We were ready to
I'm
rock.
drawing the line in the sand.
He is. Like,
we
he's
were
the
ready to
first
walk.
From a
You're
place
the-
of conviction and morals and
Yeah, when they're talking about where
Yeah.
they go to do with their money,
Yeah.
he's like, I want to help orphans or
Yeah.
whatever the shit.
What do we have to go back to?
Yeah.
As he's loading his revolver.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
totally. As soon as you said,
Yeah,
I was like,
come on
yeah,
now.
I'll definitely
Yeah.
see that.
And then me as Steve Martin because, I talk a lot of shit. I'm out in front, but then the second I get hurt in any way, shape, or form, or I feel like things are not going exactly how they should be, I'm ready to cry.
Get out of
I'm
my head,
immediately
that's a-
ready to cry. I'm ready to run. I'm scared of everything. Yeah. I'm
I've already
weak.
been
I'm weak. I'm not built for it. I'm a showman. I've got nothing to back it up.
I
All talk.
absolutely agree
Yeah.
with your
I'm picturing
assessment.
you talking shit like Steve Martin when he's making his demands. The legislative, the judicial.
Yeah,
And let the girl Carmen return to me unharmed.
yeah, definitely good
Yeah,
picks.
that's what I've been mulling over. I think I'm
Solid.
sticking with it.
Solid.
Yeah,
I like it.
that's where I'm at.
And I'm a drunk, infamous,
Absolutely.
infamous.
Infamous.
Yeah, you're
Sorry,
infamous.
What is
Infamous.
what is
More than
infamous? Infamous.
Gangsta.
I like it. Sustained.
I like it. For real. On the real deal.
And
Okay.
if Dorothy Gish told me that I've got it, I would be just as excited.
All right. Can I give you
He's
another?
sitting on the fucking steps. He's like, Dorothy Gish came up to me after a take.
Oh, yeah.
Like, kid, you have got it. And it's
You
like,
did get the best kiss out of all that.
I was going to say.
Oh yeah, come
You
on.
have the hottest
dude.
chick.
I want to talk
Come
about
on.
that.
I know you
We
do.
can talk about that.
Yeah.
And he comes in there. It's like,
He's like, what?
Yeah.
he knows right away. He's like,
That's right.
That's all me.
He don't need to, say kiss now. Like he knows.
He
what to
knows.
do.
He took
She's-
that step up.
She's the last person credited in the movie. Rebecca Underwood is her credited name as Senorita that kisses Ned. However, she's actually known as Rebecca Ferrati, and she actually was 1986 June's Playmate of the Month. And John Landis hired her because he loved her skin tone.
Congrats, man.
Just the skin tone.
Just the skin tone.
Uh-huh.
Just the skin
I'm
tone.
sure that was it.
He's like he loved the
Yeah.
skin tone
loved her
around
skin
her
tone.
titties.
Yeah.
The two-tone.
Yeah.
See,
There
there's
it is.
contrast with the brown mountains background.
Well, she was cute. I loved her.
She was stunning. Absolutely. And meanwhile, Steve Martin and Chevy Chase is just like,
How the fuck did this
What
guy
the?
get
What?
it's the reciprocal.
I know.
The only one that gets screwed over is Steve Martin, because like earlier, Chevy Chase has got all the water.
He does.
Ned's got dirt in his face.
I don't know how he got dirt in the canteen. What was he doing?
And they all just look over. Like,
He should have looked at him. Blip bomb?
Yeah, they didn't show the part where they beat the shit out of him for doing some stupid shit like that. Okay, so Steve Martin has a condition that has followed him from doing this movie.
Oh.
One of the prop guns was too fucking loud,
Loud.
and now he has a permanent ringing in his ears
That sucks.
that is constantly in his ears. So since
you know how that goes.
86,
Tinnitus sucks.
Tinnitus. He's had it in his ears. And
Yeah.
someone asked him, like, dude, how the fuck do you, like, live with this? And he was like, look, you either get used to it or you
Or
go
you don't.
insane.
Yeah.
And so, I think he's a little bit of both.
You gotta be.
He's
All the
living
good,
it, he's
all
a
the
little
good
bit
ones are a
insane.
little crazy.
Sane people don't make movies like
That's
this.
true.
I'm sure he pulls from that from time to time too. depending.
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
He does, and I definitely love seeing him in Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah, who's he in that with? Mr. Martin Short.
Martin Short.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's such
Yeah.
a great.
And
it's
of
great
course,
to see
yeah,
their
another
Bouncing
beautiful
off each other
Mexican,
again.
Selena
Boys are
Gomez.
Yeah, to see them back together is
Hell
like
yeah.
so great.
Has I haven't kept up with it. Has Chevy Chase made an appearance in that? Because I think he should.
I think he is canceled.
Is he?
I don't think he's coming back into a lot of things.
God, I haven't heard the tea.
Well, I mean, he just.
Juan loves that show though, so I can ask her. But
No.
No, I
know he was-
He
yeah.
definitely has not
definitely
been
not been on
No.
it. Okay,
All right.
definitely not on it. Definitely canceled.
But we got another season coming up, so we'll see.
There you go.
Third one now, right?
Yeah. Well, he has the least amount of lines in this movie. However, they're so fucking impactful. Oh my god. Every time they're jawing about something, he just chimes in real quick, which makes you think that he's improvising shit. Did you see these cufflinks? They're just mother of pearl.
At the worst point of time.
Stop.
They just lost their fucking town.
Everybody
The
is like,
church is on fire,
the
dude.
church is on fire.
Donna was taken.
Yeah, yeah.
Where's Carmen? They took her too.
All right, well, can we get our stuff though? Like, yo, bro.
Do you have anything besides
took
Mexican
them too.
food?
Besides Mexican food.
That's one of the best lines in the whole movie.
That is.
One of the best lines when he tries to eat the taco.
And it just falls out. The whole town is in their house
Oh,
watching
man.
them. Like,
Yeah, it just all it's
So
almost all,
good.
everyone's just quiet. They're just sitting there.
I'm just saying, those words will never be uttered out of my mouth. Do you have something other than Mexican?
Oh yeah.
Never.
But will you rape the horses, ride off on the women
Rape the horses.
after you prune the
The
hedges
hedges. Yeah, the
of many small villages?
Who the hell are you?
rape the horses. Yeah.
Jose!
I'm so.
So, this is actually not only the first time that Martin Short and Steve Martin have worked together, it's also Martin Short's very first feature as a lead.
Whoa.
And he had only done one movie before this
Before
where
that.
he was a supporting
And
character.
you could tell. Look at that fresh face. And
Dude,
it's like
he's
when I
so
look at him,
young.
like, look at that little baby.
Right?
They all look like
yeah,
babies. They-
it's so crazy.
Even with-
Steve
even-
Martin with
even
the
with
gray
his
Steve
hair.
Martin doesn't really look like a baby.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like a Benjamin Button. Like he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's
he's
like
in the-
reversing.
in the P.
Reversing.
He's got that baby face.
He's
Yeah.
got that Ed Harris thing going for him. He's been
Yeah.
old for the last 40 years.
Oh no, I call that.
Both of them have not aged in 40 years.
That's called the
They
Morgan
were just
Freeman.
old and then
Morgan
they
Freeman.
stayed.
Definitely.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman was born an old ass man.
I was gonna say, from cradle to grave,
Yeah.
he has been like 67
I've seen
years
him
old.
play a pimp with no grays in it.
But
once,
he
where
also
slapped
looked
a
like
white
he
girl.
was like 45.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He
Great
slapped a white.
performance.
Dude, yeah, he slapped a white girl.
I want to see
Hauled
that.
off.
Backhand.
Dude,
Really?
big
Is he a
time.
pimp?
Yeah. And he backhanded her and just
I'm
I
trying
need you
to.
to find
I'm trying
that.
to picture his voice, but as a pimp.
But yeah.
he's slick.
Pimpin'
He's
ain't
slick with it.
easy.
That's pimping.
Picture Joe Clark, but as a pimp.
Joe Clark was a fucking
But,
pimp. Let's not leave it.
Remember,
There you go.
young
Put
Joe
some
Clark
respect
in
on it.
the dashiki
Oh,
in the beginning.
oh yeah.
That's kind of how he's
Teacher
dressed.
Mr. Clark, not
Yes.
Principal Mr. Clark.
No, teacher Mr. Clark.
He did have the dashiki and the fro. I would have had fun in his class too.
I
It
feel
looked
like they
great.
did those in the same year. I don't know.
I want to see. I
Yeah.
want to see.
Which Steve Martin did 2 movies this year also, or he had 2
That
movies
year.
come out that are both musicals. This one, and of course, Little Shop of Horrors.
Which is the
Oh,
only
wow,
other.
same year.
Mr. Rick Moranis.
Which is the only Steve Martin movie we've had on here since then.
Is it?
Yeah,
Shit, we gotta do more Steve Martin movies.
I've been
I didn't know that was
itching
the same year.
Yeah, they both came out in
I thought it was
'86.
like
That's
the year after or something like that.
because I
86.
didn't have time this week to watch anything else but this. We gotta watch Father of the Bride, man.
Yeah.
1 or 2.
Yeah.
That's what I've been.
Marathon.
Martin Short's in both of those.
Marathon.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like I just been And you get to cut the Chevy Chase and you go straight down.
Yeah,
To
I feel
the
like
two
this,
I love.
this was his big break. This is what
was.
like put him in the conversation for all the great movies that he did afterwards.
Well, this movie is very deeply rooted into Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
Saturday
of
Night.
course.
Being the writers, being Steve Martin, and Lorne Michaels, and Randy Newman.
Yeah.
You got a friend in me.
Come on.
Bum, bum, bum. You got a friend in me. Called the Three Amigos. And so, you can see that there's a lot of other Saturday Night Live people in this movie as well. That,
For sure.
How they do. They just keep it deeply rooted in that shit. So
You gonna tell us about Randy Newman?
I am going to tell you about
Okay.
Randy Newman. This is the only script that he's ever written for a movie ever. I really
One for
don't.
one.
Yeah. Well, it's co-written, him and John Landis.
And Steve Martin. And
I didn't see that part, but
Lorne Michaels, from the creator of Saturday Night Live.
Yep.
I have no clue how Randy even got in the mix because he's not this ain't his
yeah.
this ain't his gig. He did do some of the music for it. I probably think he wrote the Three Amigos song anyway.
I'm sure.
I don't know how he got into it, but he's a writer on here, and not only is that, he does the voice for the singing Bush.
Yes, he does.
They had to pitch it a little
whoa.
different. That's not like his
Auto-tuned
organic.
him.
I was gonna say.
Organic voice.
Oh, that's great.
But
That's
yeah.
Randy
Good
Newman.
for him.
Sing-
Was he in the costume as well?
I don't
No,
think so.
I didn't
that would
see
be-
that.
When
But
you
I
see
would.
that
so,
thing,
man,
like
come
you
on.
see
It's
the
like some
singing bush,
strings.
and it's like 4 different species
Yeah.
of bush.
Yeah, you're not
Pretty
wrong.
sure the arms are a loquat tree. Literally loquat branches.
It's definitely different tones. It's like it's all like
Oh,
different
yeah.
shades of different plants.
Oh, there's a couple pothos
Yeah.
hanging
Oh, the
from
pro-
somebody something.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're a plant guy, you know.
I
Yeah.
love
Is that where they got the idea for the dancing plant in San Francisco that scares everybody?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
You've
it
never
does
seen those
kind of look
videos?
like that.
Oh man. You
There's
gotta
a
get
there's
on-
a dude in
you
San
gotta get
Francisco.
on the internet, man.
There's a dude in San Francisco who dresses like a plant.
Yeah.
And he just stands on the side of the street, and as people walk by, he just scares the shit out of them. Yeah.
Freaking out on the street. I
Oh
just
my
feel
God.
like it said in the script big weird looking plant, and then the prop people were like, "Let's see what bushes we got in here."
Yeah.
We could just,
What do we got?
just
What's
do
the
we got?
Home, what's the Home
What do
Depot
we
Garden
got?
Center?
Yeah,
look
Yeah,
like?
what's it looking like?
See what the vibe is.
Look, we
Dude,
could just
those
put a
low
little.
budgets where they
That's
run-
right, dude.
buy and return.
Yeah.
There's so many
They're
of those.
like, we could tie a little string here and have it move
Jiggle,
so it looks
jiggle,
like it's
yeah.
yeah, we got this. We got this.
Absolutely.
That's definitely what
They
that
tie it
is.
from both sides
Yep.
with some fishing line.
I was
and
gonna
then
say,
two
Oh,
we
people
yeah.
are
pull a
pulling.
fishing line
Yeah.
and
Oh,
some,
yeah.
Shouldn't make that
some
movement.
$5 plants from Home Depot.
Two people are pulling just like this. Ah.
Slay the dragons.
It's like the dragon. But yeah, I think that is a crazy plant. I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid.
Before we move on from Mr. Martin Short, I should say a couple of things, and that is that he was not the first choice.
No, he wasn't.
So John Candy was the first choice for John Landis. However, Candy turned it down because he didn't think that he could ride a horse, even though he did in later movies.
Huh.
Also, if Martin Short turned it down, the next go-to was Rick Moranis, who had just
Man.
finished doing Little Shop of Horrors.
Those would be 3 very different but fantastic movies.
That would be a very interesting movie too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're all
Yeah.
great.
Lastly, also John Landis was not the first choice for this movie. First choice was Spielberg.
Whoa.
He turned it down because he was doing a little-known movie called E.T.
Oh yes, he was.
A little preoccupied.
A little preoccupied. But you want to know what his 3 amigos were? Still, Steve Martin as Lucky Day. Dusty Bottoms would be Bill Murray.
Oh,
I could
man.
see that.
Oh, dude, that would.
I would see that.
I just want him in the movie.
I know.
That's all. I don't
I
know
would've
who
seen
he
Put him
that.
as the bartender. No,
Or anybody.
No, yeah, the bartender was great.
He was.
Bartender is an unsung hero.
He was.
For sure.
Truly.
This town's getting too rough for me.
His body
Are
all
you
around.
guys?
Yes.
Yes.
We have heard of you. And Ned Niederlander would have been Robin Williams. That's Spielberg's cast. I know.
Oh man,
Dude.
That would have been a completely different movie.
completely
the
different
three
movie.
of them.
Completely different movie.
I-
But still,
Especially
but
directed
still
by
entertaining.
Spielberg.
Spielberg.
Yeah.
Right?
A Spielberg
Still
push
insane
on him
contrast,
during the
cinematic
opening.
as fuck.
Insane.
All right, and he's from Arizona, which is where they shot this.
Yeah.
So he would have had all the great spots.
And I also heard that John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd were also considered
Runner-ups.
for some
Runner-ups.
roles. Yeah. So like it could
I
have
didn't
been
hear that.
anybody's game.
Yeah.
All
That
these
could have been
people
a
are great.
completely different movie.
You
Yeah.
never know.
The
You
casting
never
on this
know
shit
who's
is,
gonna
like,
end up
crazy.
where.
In an alternate universe.
I mean, I would love to have Robin Williams in anything. It makes
Anything.
everything better.
Yeah.
I would have
He really
loved
did.
Nick Cage to have been.
Jesus Christ.
Personally, I really just think
Nicky
that would
C?
have. Come on, that would have elevated this.
C.
It would have just taken it beyond.
Wow. Okay.
Truly.
Nick Cage as Hefe.
Heavy.
I'm still here, Guapo.
I love it.
I don't have your intellect.
Oh
Your
man, Nick Cage is
education.
El Guapo. Come on. Oh man,
It would have been insane.
that's a beautiful thing.
That's what I got on the Three Amigos, though. But if you want to talk about these supporting cast members,
I do, but I wanted to tell you a fun fact first.
give me it.
All right, you ready for a fun fact before I make us some more drinks? That's what I'm about to do. Okay, so the money that they offer the Three Amigos is 100,000 pesos.
Oh, we're doing. Oh,
Oh shit. Okay, 100,000
100,000
pesos,
pesos.
right? And this is in like 1920, right?
Yeah.
So that in 1920 money in U.S. money was about $50,000. Now, if you translate that into 2023 money, how much money you think that would be? How much money you think that is?
I'm gonna go $38 million.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
I shoot
Nice
for the
round
stars.
number.
I like it. Let's
Shooting
see.
for the stars.
I'm sure it's like 2 million.
Yeah.
All right,
I was
Brian,
gonna
what do
say
you
maybe
think?
like 3 million.
3 mil?
Yeah.
I know what it is.
Oh, you,
Okay.
why, you already looked at it?
Exclude yourself.
No.
Exclude yourself.
I've been on that website.
Okay, well, I mean, it was only up to 2020. I had to add some years to it. So the money would be 785,100.
Nowhere.
Oh, I was so close.
You were
so
38 million.
close.
So
I
close.
was so close.
I like that you shot for the stars. That's what I was
I
like.
went-
I like that.
I went 8 figures.
Yes.
Why not?
These guys.
They're worth a lot, man.
They're
They were
funny
movie
guys.
stars.
They were movie stars.
I mean,
They weren't the brightest bunch either. So
three
it's,
in-demand movie stars.
There's so many
At the
things that they
time.
just
Were
space
they in
over.
demand? Weren't their movie their last
But I
movie
think
a
that's
flop?
what made it great.
I guess
though.
you're right.
Oh yeah,
I guess you're right.
absolutely.
Just oblivious to all of it.
We are the three.
Amigos.
I'm sorry. I gotta do it.
Making the drinks.
It's talent.
Hold for ice.
Hold for ice. Who wants more ice?
I do.
Take a little bit.
I got you. I'm here just crunching away on all the ice.
I'll take it.
All right.
Thank you, fine.
Oh, it's all in the book.
I should probably take a swig of my agua.
There we go.
I hope you got enough in there.
All right, we're rolling right along. I'm gonna give you guys a
Never
couple of
enough.
things about this movie while she's making these good ass drinks. Cause I'm hungry. And I want to finish up those tacos.
Oh
earlier.
yeah, we about to kill them fucking
I'm ready.
tacos.
But speaking of food, the bats that they're eating inside when they're getting ready to go to sleep by the campfire,
Are they real bats?
it's bacon.
You said
I was gonna say.
Bacon.
I was gonna say. I was like, man, are they real
You gonna
bats?
eat your wings? No,
No,
please.
No.
Eating that bacon.
I'll eat some bacon.
We should have had some
All
bacon
the
bats
animals
here,
are real
man.
though. The turtle is
The-
real.
yeah, the turtle's
the
real,
coyote's
coyote's
real.
How they teach him to sing?
But they were all, I think, filmed in separate places, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have the talent around when those animals came up, right?
No, they all
Minus the turtle,
yes, exactly.
because the turtle was.
Cocktails.
Cock to the tails.
It's cocktail time.
Also, the cantina that they go into immediately, the one that the German shoots the
Is it
homeboys
German?
up at and everything. If you see above, it says Cantina de Borracho. Anybody want to take a guess at what that means?
I know.
The bar of the drunk.
The borrachos. that
Borracho
drunk?
is drunk.
The
Absolutely.
bar of the drunk.
I'm gonna start saying say it again.
Borracho.
Borracho.
Yeah.
I am the drunk. Yeah.
Borracho. Gracias. Gracias, el guapo.
I think we should open a bar that's called that. That's
El Borracho.
yeah, that's a good
Los
name.
borrachos.
Los borrachos.
Or El Guapos Borrachos.
There you go.
El guapos.
El guapo means the handsome one, right?
Yes, it does. Yeah. So he named himself the handsome one. And he's turning 33 years old today.
today.
And teeth as yellow as corn.
Good
God.
Lord. Oh, man.
Dude, he might be. I don't know if he's my favorite character, but I love his character. In
Yeah,
this. Like he's
Phenomenal.
fucking hilarious.
I mean, he only kills the dude on the roof.
Yeah.
like
He does.
That's
He
what
does.
I
He
did.
does take care of his own. He makes sure his guys are well taken care of.
Absolutely.
And he knows all of his guys.
hey,
And
yeah.
they like him.
Yeah.
Apparently, they bought him a fucking
Right.
sweater.
It's conflicting though. Like he says, like I know every single one of these guys, and he talks about the things that he did with them. But then when Homeboy's on the roof,
And he
said,
shoots
"What's
that
in
dude.
it?"
hey, who is that up there?
Yeah.
That's Paco. Paco.
Maybe he's just
Maybe he's a
hold
new.
your
He's
head
a
up.
new guy.
Oh,
He's a new guy.
Yeah, and
Higher!
he got roof
And then
duty.
he shot him.
He's a new
That
guy.
is
Dude, he got roof duty.
That is
Yeah.
a bad duty. I can
Yeah.
try.
But he
Okay.
shot him immediately.
He's like, yeah, you can stay for my party. Like,
They're
yeah,
good guns.
That's so funny.
You have many presents, El Guapo. Only presents I want are the guns. Where are they at?
Would you say
Where
I
is the
have a
Germans?
Plethora?
Plethora? Would you say?
Sí, I
Oh,
have a
yes. You have a plethora. Jefe, do you know what a plethora is? Well,
I'm not as. What is it?
forgive me, El Guapo, for I don't have the education that you have, but could it be that maybe you are not mad at Jefe, but mad about something else? No.
Like
And you
30,
just
40?
take it out on
Why?
Jefe?
Maybe because you're turning 40 today? Could it be because Carmen refuses to go to bed with you?
Why don't you just take her?
You just, dude, Tony Plana, why don't you just take the woman? When you want cattle, you take
You
the
just take
cattle. When you want food, you take the food. When you want a woman, you take the woman. Why don't you just take her?
Yeah, because she's a flower. She's got to open
You
it
gotta
up.
open
Yeah,
up.
Guapo comes right back. He's like, Jefe, you do not
You don't know
understand
how to
women.
do it.
You cannot force open the petals of a flower. When the flower is ready, she will open herself up to you.
Can you imagine the other conversations that they'd have? Like,
Oh, dude.
oh man,
Definitely.
horrible.
I
just
mean,
like
they seem like they get into
Yeah.
some deep shit.
Hefe
Like,
got into some deep like conversations,
that's what it
man.
sounds
For
Like,
sure. Absolutely, he did.
They're sitting
Like-
there smoking some mota, and
Like-
just like having some great ass.
I feel like El Guapo keeps Jefe down. I feel
yeah,
like
of course.
Jefe is actually highly intelligent,
Yeah, yeah.
but
he has
He's
to check
under
him.
the
He has
thumb,
to.
man. He's
He
under
has
the
to
thumb
check
of the
himself.
El
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Because like as much as he's like telling him you don't understand women and everything like that, like immediately you see the dark side of El Guapo. It's like, so when do you think Karma's going to open up her petals to you? Tonight. Or I kill her.
Yeah. He's done
Hefe's
it.
like,
Oh shit. Okay.
So El Guapo's played by Alfonso Arro, I think is how you pronounce his name. Arro.
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 Um,
Orale.
He's done a hell of a lot of movies, but majority of them have been in Mexico. So he was an actor, producer, director in.
So he's in it.
Yeah, he's kind of like what's his name from Inglourious Bastards?
Christoph Waltz.
Yes. He had a whole career before he was
Outside the US.
discovered by Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like-
And people were like, "Oh my gosh, you're this new thing," and everybody else is like,
It's
"He's
just
been
like,
around for a minute."
I've been the thing.
He's been the
he has
thing.
literally been the
Decades
thing.
in.
I've been
Like-
doing this for. Like,
He was like highly awarded. They have a thing called the Arias Award in Mexico.
Arias
It's
Award.
like the Oscars.
Okay.
Almost got 6 of them.
He's just sitting there stacking a bit.
Exactly. Then they're like, oh, well, you know, you did pretty good over there. You want to play this character, El Guapo? Sure, no problem. I just did Romancing the Stone, but yeah.
Okay.
And he was in Coco recently.
Oh, good for
Yeah.
Coco.
Nice.
He was in Coco. You don't talk about Bruno.
I think of him as the dad in Ugly Betty. He plays her dad. That's what I was thinking. He's in
Oh,
all
wow.
the
Ugly
seasons.
Betty's.
Huh. I haven't thought about Ugly Betty in a long time.
It's good. I mean,
Wow.
I just
It's been a
not
minute.
too
Dude,
long
bring
ago
it back.
rewatched it,
Nice.
and it was
Been a
good.
minute.
It
Still
was-
holds
Does it
up?
still hit?
It does. It
Nice.
actually feels like before its time. You look at it, you're
Like
like,
more
oh,
relevant now than it
yeah,
was?
it's kind of crazy.
Man, there are a few movies out there like that.
I've never seen Ugly Betty's, so I'm gonna have to give it a shot.
I mean,
now.
Have you
When
seen?
just-
It's kind of like Idiocracy, right? Like
Yeah.
that feels
Yeah.
more relevant today than.
Oh,
It-
absolutely.
It
It
when
seems,
definitely
it
does.
seems
Right.
over the top
It
when
definitely
it came
does.
out at the moment, but now you watch it and you're like, wait a minute, hold on.
It's like wait,
You're
they're
like,
all
this
all
could
wearing
never
Crocs.
happen.
they're all
wearing
they're,
Crocs.
they're all wearing
in
Crocs.
Crocs.
We
They're-
just talked about
Just
this.
go to the store.
I like
you
Crocs.
see the same thing. Of course.
They're
It's a
comfy.
comfortable
they're,
piece
they're
of foam.
hideous.
Back then, they didn't think that Crocs were going to be
Nope.
successful.
They laughed at anybody who had it. But
They're
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Well,
ugly.
it was a startup back then.
Yeah.
but they're comfort.
That's why the
as fuck.
decorator chose it. It's
I
like,
still
I
got
found
mine.
this startup,
Yeah.
and look at these things. They're hideous.
Yeah.
Like,
They
these
are.
are
Look at these
definitely
foam clogs.
never going to succeed.
No problem.
Comfy AF.
They are so. I only wear them to like the stove here, like somewhere where I'm not like gonna be out.
Yeah.
But they comfy.
I don't have a lot on Miss Carmen, played by Patrice Martinez. I will say she does a fantastic job in this.
Yep.
I love her little interactions with Steve Martin.
Yeah.
She plays off of him very well.
Yeah.
Like, especially at the end, she's like, "I'll come back one day." Why?
Why?
Oh, great.
Oh, you thought we were gonna end up together? Nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
I mean, she was giving him sexy eyes.
She
Literally,
was.
even when she was watching the movie. Before she even met this dude, when they do a close up of him, she has like, you know, like. Ooh,
Which one do you like the best?
Uh-huh.
No.
Then he revealed that, he's like an out of work actor. It's like, maybe not.
Nah.
I mean,
But you could save the village.
I mean,
I don't know.
Where there's injustice.
they should have took that money.
We'll
I mean,
be
they
there.
do need it.
They
You know
do.
what the
They
injustice is?
definitely
Is that
need
they
it.
got fired for no
That was
reason.
definitely,
Severance
but that was
package.
definitely not
The
100,000
real
pesos.
injustice
though.
No,
is
they
the
said this
opening
is
of
all
the
that we
movie.
The
have.
opening of the
Yeah,
movie.
It's
yeah.
like 30 pesos.
Yeah.
You did a crappy movie and you blaming it on me.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I got jacked.
I saved your movie.
I would have gone back, told what's his name, Flugelman. Hey,
I got
I'm
a
sorry,
better
that was my bad. I was having a bad day. I hadn't had my coffee yet. I'm down to go to the island. We can do this. Let's make it happen.
Flugelhorn.
He already,
Flugelhorn.
he already sent somebody for
Him and John Lovitz as the assistant.
Yeah.
Take the Amigos clothes.
He's like, don't let them into their matches and shit. Like they were fucked.
Oh man.
That's what I'm saying. They should have took the
Studio
$100,000
system.
pesos.
That was the studio system. They owned your ass.
They sure did.
Yeah, back in the day, weren't like stars like contracted to certain studios.
They were strictly.
It's kind of like the NBA or something, right? Like you play
Yeah.
for a team
For
for
that-
a certain
for that
amount of
studio
seasons.
That's it.
only.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere else.
The studios had to make deals in between each other. Like, hey, let us borrow Clint Eastwood
For
and-
just this film or whatever.
Exactly.
And we'll give you blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll lend
Oh,
you.
that's interesting.
You know,
Yeah.
That's how Clark Gable
Brando
got
for
on to
two
Gone with the
pictures.
Wind.
Exactly.
Huh.
Yeah, they wanted to trade him. He didn't want to go, and the only reason why he went is because they promised to give him like a
like
weekend
a-
off so he can get married.
It's like a
He
celebrity
was like, all right,
draft
man,
or
it's
something.
fine. I'll
Yeah.
do this stupid
You
movie.
cut deals.
I'll do
I'll do
it.
this dumb
This
little
dumb
movie.
little independent film, I guess. Like, you know, some stupid shit.
They go with the most comfort. Like, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, the actors were paid like usually a salary, and they were put up in studio homes, so they could literally take the clothes and your car and
Yeah,
your house
wow.
just like that.
Like-
Crazy.
If you didn't do, they would sign you up and be like, "All right, in the next 2 years, you got to make 10 movies,
Otherwise, you're homeless.
and you don't get to pick the 10 movies. They
No,
tell you what
they
10
tell
movies
you.
to do."
Wow.
It's crazy.
Tres amigos.
And the agents came around and the
Mhm.
unions came around, which, was good for a little while. Now, not
Not so much.
fantastic.
Well, now, right now, we see the union at work, I guess.
Right?
Right, we see the work.
Whole lot of us sitting at home,
Just sitting there looking.
prepping.
Other than,
Drinking some reposado.
Hurry up and wait.
Raspado, here you go. Enjoy.
Reposada.
Reposado.
Enjoy your snow cone.
Reposodos.
Oh, I love you, Spencer. Okay, so
Reposado.
She's in so big behind the cameras.
Oh, man.
that's so good. Okay,
Does this thing have a camera? I want to take a picture of Ashley from this side.
so other than the
Jason.
studio systems being
Jason.
Oh, wow. 4-camera setup. Here
Oh,
we
wow.
go.
wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
We're getting all kind of
wow.
Wilsons
Oh.
in here.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So, other than the studio system being like crazy back in those days, in the silent movie sequence that we have
Oh, yeah.
in this movie,
Jesus.
they really did use lead paint on these fools' faces.
Oh, my God.
And they darken their lips and eyebrows, which is the technique that they use. This is
Back
they being authentic on the authentic.
Yeah.
They would use
And
lead
that's when they'd be
paint.
like,
That's why everyone's died of cancer and shit.
Yeah.
None of them lived past 40. Like, it was crazy shit.
It was no longer
on
because
top
the
of all
wolves
the
got
on
him.
top of all the smoking and drinking they did too.
Yeah, and so when you
for
do
sure.
the,
Helped a little bit.
I mean, yeah,
You gotta combat the lead with the nicotine and the
look,
tobacco.
if I'm gonna go out from fucking lead poisoning, I'm gonna fucking chain smoke and drink.
Cigarette in one hand.
Hey,
and
I would too.
shot of
If I knew
tequila in
I
the
was
other.
dying, I'm
I'm
another
done.
cigarette. I need another pack.
I got your 4 basic food groups.
That's right.
Beans, bacon, whiskey, and lard. Let's go.
So they even knew it was hazardous in the 80s, so I don't understand why, like, anyone signed off on this, but that definitely happened.
They wanted to be authentic.
I guess they did. And the reason why the eyebrows and the lips would be so dark in those movies is because it helped to, like,
Because
show
it was
their lips.
lead.
Yeah, it helped
Oh,
to
because it was
Because
like-
it
It helped
was
to make it-
lead.
it helped to make it pop so
Yeah.
that you could read their lips.
Yeah.
Because you have to read their
You
lips
have to read
and
their
then
lips,
read
Yeah.
the little note card that comes up that said, like,
Well, also the cameras, I
and
understand.
the cameras, it helped to pick it up more because
Yeah, they couldn't pick up color very well, so it had to be high contrast black or white.
Yeah. And you can't have Martin Short's pasty lips up them. They're just like
pasty eyes.
It's too much affinity and not enough contrast.
Definitely.
Exactly.
High contrast, everything.
You need to throw a little bit extra
Crank
lead
that
paint on him
contrast.
right there. There you go.
Oh, he's not wide enough? Let's get that industrial that we were using to land the aircrafts
Put a
earlier.
whole nother fucking layer of this shit on their face. Like crazy.
Do they have like behind the scenes photos of that stuff of them like having the makeup donned on?
I did not
I didn't
see
see
any.
any.
I did look.
That would be fun to see.
There was a
sure.
couple
Yeah.
of behind the scene
In
pictures.
somebody's garage somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, this
Yeah.
is pre-internet, so
Yeah.
They definitely weren't riding their horses. They were only sitting on their
Sitting on,
horses.
yeah.
And the close-ups, they weren't even sitting on horses.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, even the outdoor scene of them with their bonfire, that thing was like,
Oh,
it was
well,
definitely a stage.
yes.
well, that
You
was
can-
like a nod to the
Old westerns.
The old westerns.
The old westerns.
You know,
the spaghetti westerns.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
spaghetti westerns or the stage shows where, you know, Roy Roger comes out and he's the singing cowboy with a little fake backdrop. So that was like a little nod to that.
Yeah. Majority of the movie was shot in Arizona, like I was saying earlier, but a fair amount was shot at Culver City Studios
In the studio.
and a couple things at Universal.
Okay.
And Simi Valley.
I'm sure
Simi
like
Valley? I didn't see that one.
There was a lot that was filmed there, and you're right. The Arizona one was the old Trucks Studios in Arizona. I looked at a video on the whole little place. You can go there and tour it. And you have like a whole section of props from movies that have been filmed there.
Hell yeah.
lip balm.
Well, my-
Little lip balm.
You're just gonna throw the water on the ground too while you're at it.
would you like me to?
You just support that. Oh, you're ready.
I am. Yeah.
Come on.
Fool me once.
Shame on you.
Yeah, but the location also was a spot where MASH and Little House on the Prairie was
My God.
Little House is
I can't tell which one you're singing, Mash or Little
House.
House.
Smash.
That
Maybe
was the
both.
MASH one.
Maybe
No,
both. Maybe.
he's just mumbling. It sounds like
It's a mashup.
That just.
Ooh.
Oh no, I'm in pain. Oh my body.
Oh,
my body.
Oh my body.
neck.
He's getting ready to.
My neck and my back.
Ooh, my neck.
I love it.
Practicing them dad jokes.
You gotta start them before the baby comes.
Oh yeah. August is gonna come pretty quick.
Mark is
Yeah.
gonna be a daddy in a couple months, y'all.
Oh, yes, he is.
I don't think I've cheersed you on that.
Oh, thank you. August is gonna right around the corner.
Don't ask me to babysit.
You don't sleep as is.
That's why it's golden. It's gonna work
Well,
out
it's going to
great.
be perfect. You'll be on the same schedule.
Exactly.
You're gonna finally have some company.
Yeah, exactly. I
I was
know.
going to say, you finally have
Lonely
someone to hang
nights.
out with.
Bounce some ideas off of.
Exactly.
He just looks at you and
It's
drools.
about
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Juan is gonna just be out.
Oh man, she's gonna
Living
be
her best life.
sleeping
Yeah.
Her and
better than she's
Milo
ever
are
seen.
gonna be out.
Her and Miley are gonna be out, and then me and the baby are gonna be like partners in crime, figuring out how to take over the world.
I like it. Take us along with
What
you.
are we gonna do tonight, Daddy? The same thing we do every night.
Try to make more money.
That is taking over. Like,
You're expensive. You cost a lot.
you cost a lot.
Jesus Christ.
You better have a basketball or a scholarship or something
right.
in your hand.
Get good at something,
Get good at
please.
something.
Numbers or
Make
free throws,
yeah.
Nick, it's all
money.
good. Figure something out, please.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, I missed an actor, y'all. I know we kind of skimmed over him, but we got to talk about Mr. Tony Plana.
Tony Plana.
He plays Jefe.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
boy.
we've
I'm
got
still
to
here,
talk about
Guapo.
I like Jefe.
He might, I don't know. It's a toss up between my favorite characters.
Unsung hero.
Jefe
I like
and
Jefe.
Guapo.
I like Jefe.
I don't know.
think he's
Hefe went out like
fantastic.
a pug because everyone was running, and he's
Yeah.
like, "You guys all run." He's like, "I'm still here."
I'm still here. Jefe is down.
Well, that's.
He was down.
He was down.
I wouldn't
was
say he
a-
went out like a punk. He just got shot.
He got
He should have
shot.
ran with
Yeah.
the rest of the bitches.
They didn't know
Yeah.
where it was coming from. The whole
Yeah,
village
he
was
got-
dressed like
he
the
got
three
shot in the
amigos.
back.
He did.
Come on. He was sitting there. He was trying to do the best he could with what he had.
Yeah.
True.
So
true.
like he didn't punk out. He got shot in the back
Yes.
like freaking Back to the Future 3. He's like, you gonna find a bullet in your back.
For real. For real. And
But Tony Plana is that guy that you see in every movie nowadays. I didn't even realize it was him until I looked him up on IMDb and I was like, that's his ass now. He's handsome as shit.
oh yeah, no. As soon as I saw
He's
him,
like
I was
a
Heavy?
modern day Raul Julia. He's
Really?
Good for him.
yeah, he's
Good for him.
but he's like got the touch of gray.
Of course.
And
Salt
even
pepper
then,
can be nice.
great fucking actor.
I was like,
Yeah.
that's Ignacio.
That's not
Fucking
his
like-
Yeah.
personality.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. He killed that role, though. I
Yeah.
He
loved
did
it. He was
great.
perfect for
Great
that role.
job.
That hair
Yeah.
was funny though.
That
I
hair
like
was
the
legit. The hair made it. I could see him being like,
I know.
hey, Guapo.
So
So much attitude. So much sass. He's a sassy little sassafras.
Please.
I know I don't have the education.
right, he chose a specific like area of Mexico to depict his accent. Check him out. My dude is like
Yeah, he looks
that-
great.
Oh
Yep.
damn, I lost it.
Oh,
well.
yes, yeah. No,
While I find it, I will tell you that Tony Plana was offered another role and he chose this one instead.
Nice. On the movie. Another role in that movie.
Not
No.
in this movie, in another movie.
what?
Oh.
He got offered a role in Platoon with Oliver Stone.
What?
Turned that shit down because he could do that movie with Oliver Stone, which he had already worked with before. And
Or-
spend a couple years in the jungles
Yeah,
of the
a couple of years.
Philippines.
It's like 3 years
Yeah.
to make that movie.
Or you can get put up in a 5-star hotel in Arizona, and do a
Arizona.
little comedy with John Landis and
And you're
Martin
out of there
Short,
in like
Steve
a
Martin,
month.
and Chevy Chase, and everybody. You know what I mean? So he went.
He made the
with-
right call, I
I
think.
can't
Amigos.
fault
Yeah,
him.
you can't fault him.
Check
for
him
that
out. He's
one.
like Steve Carell, but Latino.
He
Oh,
looks
yeah.
He's looking
You know what I
good.
mean?
Yeah.
He's looking good.
And you recognize him immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, Oliver Stone didn't like that too much. Didn't
Help.
talk to him for a number of years afterwards.
Held it personally.
You're mad that I didn't book 3
Oliver
years of
Stone.
my life with you? Like, that's a lot of
I wanted
ass
to
about
sweat balls with you in
everybody.
the jungle.
Exactly.
You chose AC in Arizona.
Uh-huh.
How dare
How
you?
dare
could
You
you?
got to
How
dance
could
and
you?
sing with Steve Martin in
How
the desert.
dare you?
But you could have been, sitting here. Yeah, that movie took way too long, and he knew that it was going to be intense.
Which also, I think you might have the two actors confused.
Ooh,
Because Tony Plana was in Ugly Betty.
yeah.
Tony Plana plays Jefe, not El Guapo.
No, I know. I didn't say
Oh, did you
Obama.
say?
Yeah,
You
we
said Jefe. Okay.
She said Jefe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Ugly Betties. I don't know. I thought you meant El Guapo was in Ugly Betties.
Especially
That's a
Ugly
sip.
Betty.
That's a sip right there. That's a sip right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Take a sip immediately.
I need to.
El Guapo.
Earn it. Pay that debt. Pay that debt.
Well, now we gonna watch some Ugly Betties.
You do it. Fight.
I'm not gonna waste that. We're in the desert of Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Los
Los
Angeles.
Angeles. Well, that's what I got on Hefe because I love him and I think he's a fantastic actor.
Okay, so do you want to know some movies that took some inspiration from the Three Amigos?
Please.
Hit me.
All right, we got a movie called Galaxy Quest.
Oh shit!
Oh,
where
that
it's
makes
some
sense.
That
fake
makes sense.
actors who get put in space. You're supposed to be true space explorers,
Yeah.
but aren't, and they gotta pretend like they are.
Yeah.
We got A Bug's Life. We got some circus bugs that need to pretend to be some warriors,
But they're
fight
not.
some people, but they not. Okay?
Okay.
And we got Tropic Thunder.
Yes. I was gonna say
We
that.
got actors
man, that
in the
makes sense.
jungle who think that they're really fighting, but they ain't really.
Yeah.
They think they're acting.
They
but
think
really
they're
acting.
they think they're in a movie.
a movie, but they ain't in. They
But
ain't
they
no more movie.
ain't no movie.
This motherfucker's dead.
Yeah. That's fucking what I said.
Oh man.
So I thought that was a pretty
If this
good
is fake,
episode.
why haven't you broken character?
Man, I don't break character until the commentary on the DVD. So I thought that was pretty. I was like, okay. Once I heard about that, I was like, that they are kind of following the Three
That makes a lot of
Amigos
sense.
That's good.
ways.
Dude, fun fact: I share a birthday with Ben Stiller.
Hey now.
Yeah, good company.
Okay.
Yeah, that's always been one of my favorite little things about my birthday.
I share a birthday with.
We found out something recently. What was it?
I forget, but I know it was somebody.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure
have to
you
look
shared
that
it
up.
I share with
somebody.
you, Hefner.
Yeah. Man.
Oh, come on now.
You
Shared,
Hey,
yeah.
El Guapo.
Now it's
El
mine.
Guapo.
El
Damn.
Guapo.
That's why you're a guapo, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
I got a few. It's me, Leo, Stanley Tucci, and I think Whoopi Goldberg, if I'm not mistaken. Me and Tucci.
You're among the giants.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's a pretty good one.
I got a tall name to live up to.
Absolutely.
When's your birthday again? I'm just joking. I'm just looking at you.
I mean, you don't know.
You have a birthday.
It's hard to mess mine up.
Okay. What else we got?
I'm out.
You out?
I'm out. Almost. I got this much.
Okay. I got about.
14 seconds.
All right.
You got about 14 seconds in you.
When we do
I'll count
smash
you
it,
down. I'll
smash
count
it.
you down. Go for it. Here we go.
Okay.
You ready? All right. 3,
Some
2,
bullshit.
1. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, that's dedication right there.
Oh. Hey, you did catch up though. Look at that.
Committed to the craft.
It's you.
I know, it was up here.
I know.
Okay. So, the OG name for this movie was not the Three Amigos.
Was it the Tres Amigos?
Was it Los Amigos Tres?
El Guapo did a movie called Tres Amigos before he did this
Oh, my man.
one. In Mexico.
Already.
My man.
Well, no, it was called The Three Caballeros.
Caballeros.
The gay caballeros.
I can see why they changed it to the
Which is
Amigos.
Spanish for gentlemen.
Yeah.
You know? So
Oh,
I like
amigo,
the three
amigos.
friends
The three,
better.
yeah, I can see why they changed it to Three Amigos.
Yeah. No
Because we're the three amigos that anyone can have. And we're the three amigos that anyone can have. But I always thought that the cartoon that Disney does with fucking Donald and whatever two birds, you know what I'm talking about? You know
Donald
what
and
I'm
two
talking about.
birds.
Donald and two birds.
I know he fought with Chip and Dale.
Nah, they're
Respect.
like the Three Amigos. They all got little sombreros and they sing, we're the three caballeros, the gay caballeros. Birds of the birds of a
I am
feather.
lost on
no?
that,
Dude, I don't know.
Oh,
Man, and
my God.
we worked for
Brownies.
Disney.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
we
I
just-
worked for Disney.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
man.
something you see on like Saturday mornings, but it all depends on what channel you tuned in on.
We didn't have
It's a
this stuff
whole
at
ass
Knott's Berry
movie.
Farm.
You did not.
We did not. No, we had funnel cake and
See?
sadness.
Yeah, wait, bring it over here.
Bring
so they
it.
can
Come
say
on
that.
over here, Ashley. Come on over
We got nothing but old
They're
guys over here.
birds.
You
Yeah,
gotta
that's
fly
here.
in.
I know. We're all just like, what was that?
Hold, my red card's out.
What the
It
fuck?
just went out.
Just right now.
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
Lead training, or like games training.
Uh-huh.
They showed the clip of Steve Martin in the movie The Jerk when he's like hawking.
We're up.
How to teach us how to hawk at our
Oh,
games.
they did.
They showed
That's
the clip of
right.
him because he used to run games.
Oh, man, it makes so much sense.
At Knott's?
That's where Ashley and I met, in the games
Yeah,
department at Knott's Berry
Yeah.
Farm.
So to hawk people out to get to play our games, they showed us that clip.
I was good
Were
on the
you
mic,
good at
unlike
it?
the basketball game.
He
oh
was
my
good at
lord.
I feel like I'd be really good at it too.
Oh, yeah. I talk a lot of shit.
Talk a lot of shit, and you call
Absolutely.
people out personally, not generally. You're like, hey, you.
Oh, no, you get real pointed.
And the red shirt and
That's
the brown
right.
pants. You don't look like you could shoot none, but you should try. That girl probably wants this stuffed animal over here. Like,
Hey.
Mi caballeros.
All right,
Okay.
so we're rolling over there, but it might be just a setting thing.
All right.
So this one might run out, so let's get it.
Okay, well, all I'm saying is I thought that those birds were supposed to be the Three Amigos when I was a little kid. Because I used to watch it. And both of them as a little kid.
Caballero.
Yeah. They were just the Disney bird form.
Disney may have killed them off.
The costumes in this movie were amazing. I don't know if anyone
Costuming
noticed.
is unbelievable.
Not
Yeah.
only is their costumes iconic, but just looking at everybody.
Just everybody else, too.
Yeah, they look
All of El
real.
Guapo's,
Oh,
guys.
dude, those bowling
Right.
like belts that they
Yeah,
wear and
man.
stuff.
Dude,
Somebody
they look
can sew.
dirty.
He's
they look
so
like
real,
they
buddy.
stank.
Can sew.
Yeah. They were great.
Do you remember our movie Amigos, Amigos, Amigos?
Oh,
It just might
it
work.
just might work. I mean,
It's got to work.
Got to work.
it did look
That was
like
a
they were
good
everywhere.
trick.
That was with their low budget outfits running around.
Running around.
Yeah, little Ned Nealand yelling at the old lady. So like the wind.
She's just like,
She's not worried at all. She's just like,
she's,
Couldn't be less bothered.
Hey, but you remember the shots of them after they finally get a Wapo? And you're cutting to all the people's faces. These fuckers were gangsters. Even the old ladies just sitting there like
Oh, yeah.
we got you, bitch.
Cold
like,
as ice.
she's like, I didn't
we got
run.
you,
Cold as
bitch.
ice.
I wasn't running, but I shot from the window.
These
This little
fools.
ass.
That was someone's
I got a bad
It
hit,
was.
but I got
That
a
was
dead
someone
eye
I
on me.
She was just like,
Yeah, I love it. And that's it.
And we out.
And we done.
I love it. Shit. Killing it.
You guys, thank you for being on the show.
thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for having
You
us.
guys were
Always happy to be
great
here.
guests. This was truly a Three Amigos and El Guapo production over here.
We'll see you all again in Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll drink to that.
Yes,
to
I
that.
forgot about that. That's funny. This was so fun. I'm so glad that we got to drink a Paloma.
We don't have no palomo, just tequila.
Just tequila. Just tequila, which was pretty good.
like
Smooth.
beer.
Yeah, that Three Amigos tequila, pretty damn good. And a nice bottle. I like this.
I like the
Bad
bottle
bottle.
too.
I mean, Raposado is just so it's so good. It's really just a
You got it.
classic of the
Classic.
area.
Yeah.
No, it's a heavy hitter for sure.
Class.
It's if it says Raposado, you know it belongs
That's
on the
how you
top
know.
shelf. That's a top shelf.
Oh
That's
my
top
gosh,
shelf.
I can't.
Tequila, right?
That's
tequila.
correct.
Yes.
That's right.
Go to www.threeamigos.com, threeamigostequila.com if y'all want to get your own.
You should. It is
It's
really
some good shit.
And we just talked about how family owned it is. Let's help this
Family owned business.
Yeah.
Send
Thrive.
some money back to the people of Santa Poco.
yeah, the Gonzalez family out there doing their thing. Okay. Well, thank you guys for listening and watching. Please
Appreciate
follow
it.
us on YouTube, Instagram, the Ticks and the Talks.
Yeah, we're putting out some good shorts, y'all. You can see us in 3 dimension.
Yes. And
2 dimension, my fault.
please
3-dimension that's 2025, I think.
Yeah,
That's when that
we're getting
becomes a
there.
thing.
I mean, Apple did just announce their.
We'll
their
see you.
Oh,
VR.
that's right, with the
God.
new snowboard.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the
Very
meta
nice.
universe.
But before we go, do you guys have any Hollywood close encounters? Any cool celebrity encounters?
Oh man, when I used to consult way back in the day in my early 20s, I worked on the Fox lot a lot.
Okay.
And I was working on one of the, there were some sound studios where they did a bunch of ADR sessions. And I met, and Paul Rudd was walking through the hallway.
Fuck.
And I saw him. Oh, yeah.
Easy.
Oh, no.
Smashing
And
camera
like, I, you know,
Lady
I'm,
boner from behind the camera.
Yes, good lord. Behave. Hold yourself back. My God.
I can
Until
see
the
your toner
cameras
through
are
those jeans.
Oh no. But yeah, so I saw him in the hallways and I was just like, "Oh, Paul Rudd, you're great." And he's just like, "Thanks, man, you're great." And we like because like we were coworkers at that time, right?
Okay.
And we gave each other a hug. It was a very nice
Oh,
moment.
you got the hug?
Oh yeah, we gave just a little hug and it was super nice. Yeah, he was in a great mood. He was working. I was working.
I would
was in a
just
great
be-
mood. Oh, it was beautiful. It was one of the most wholesome moments of
I
my
love it.
whole life.
That's
he had a
right.
smile, like his smile could kill. It was a beautiful moment.
I would see him and I'd be like, "Hey, Spider-Man!
Hell yeah.
Have you seen the new
I haven't seen the new one.
Ant-Man?" He's like walking through the town and people are
Thinking
high
he's-
fiving him, but they think he's like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Oh my god.
That's why I'd be like, "Hey."
I feel like he's a front runner for the nicest guy in Hollywood.
I definitely
Yeah.
only hear positive things.
He's one of the
about him.
most wholesome characters out there. Yeah.
All right. What's
Come a
up,
long
Martin?
way
What
since
Got
R&J.
nothing.
you got no Hollywood closing. You never met a celebrity ever
Trejo.
besides us.
Trejo.
You worked with Trejo.
I did.
Tell
I
us
did.
about it.
I mean, we didn't.
You worked with Rolston.
You
He
sure
did.
did.
He did inspect Trejo's gun and knife.
I did, yes, but I mean, we
Oh,
never,
come on
we didn't
now,
have,
that's
we
a
didn't
big deal.
exchange any other words other than like, hey, here you go, here's this weapon. Da, 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 da.
And you
Alright,
took a picture
thanks,
of
man.
me and him together.
Yes,
Thank
I
you for
did.
capturing that.
I didn't even get a picture with him.
You make me feel like a bitch right
No,
now.
why? Why? I'm so thankful for
I
doing
was-
that for you.
He's so mad at you for that. He was talking about it the whole drive.
Oh man.
I'm
wanted to
surprised
make-
you didn't mention it.
I
till
wanted to
now.
make
He's
sure
been
everybody
so
else got a
upset.
photo with him.
I appreciate
yeah.
that.
That's Ashley's mentality too.
Yeah.
Because
She's
I was
always
so
about
tired.
like taking care of others, and she never asks celebrities for pictures with her.
Yeah.
And you know what's special? You're right, because you did push me towards him. You like, you want a picture? And I was like, yeah.
That's a
Yep. And I
classic.
was right there with
I
my
love
camera.
it.
I was like, I got you.
She'll
I got
always-
Yeah,
you.
he should.
I got you, El Guapo.
She'll always wingman somebody else, but she'll never go for herself.
All right, well, I'm
You
gonna,
can't
I'm gonna
wingman
do
yourself.
No, but you know.
I'm a wing. I'll
Have
wingman
you
you.
met me?
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Okay, well, I love these close encounters. Thank you. And if you at home have a Hollywood close encounters, please email us at lights, camera, cocktails, no S. Get the S out of here at gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have any drinks you want us to drink or any movies you want us to review, drop us a line and we will do it for you. That's
Yeah.
that's why we're here.
We're not running out of our favorite movies, but we have done a lot of them.
I'm not running out of them, but it's starting to get tough.
Right?
It's starting to get tough.
And we only do movies that we love, so
This is true.
throw us out some suggestions, y'all.
All right. Well,
Mm.
I think that means it's time for us to get
do-
ready for next week.
Yes, it is. Y'all ready for some scenes for next week?
Yes.
We've done a lot of comedies. We're getting dramatic in here.
Yeah,
We're getting dark.
I had to pick one that was taking us on the other.
I'm ready for
the
it.
other
It's
side.
super dark.
I got a
Yes.
surprise for you guys on the inner YouTubes for next episode.
Oh.
Tune the fuck in.
What are we talking about?
I don't know, something visual.
I don't know what he's talking about. Okay. Well, then let's do this. Do it to it.
All right, so we're gonna knock out this scene. I hope you guys know what movie this is because we love this movie. It is fan-fucking-tastic. Hold on, I need 2 minutes for character. Also, it has been many, many years since me and my dear Wesley have done a scene together, so I'm excited for
That's
this
right.
shit.
Bringing it back.
My original scene partner.
That's right.
You ready?
Since day one, baby.
Fuck yeah. And we were drunk at Cypress College
Cypress
too.
College.
Doing scenes.
Yes, we were.
We went to Cypress College at different times. I wish I would have been there.
Oh
with
yeah,
y'all.
that was too bad.
You would have been fun in acting class.
Y'all were there way before my time.
Yeah.
I was never there. Okay.
Okay, so. All right. When you're ready, sir.
If I fall asleep, I'm done for. So you're gonna have to keep me up all night.
Unfucking believable.
He was obviously able to handle it.
I mean, you fucked her.
No, I didn't.
Never?
No.
You're not into her, are you?
No, God, no. Not at all.
I am Jack's raging bile duck.
Are you sure? You can tell me.
Believe me, I'm sure.
Good, because she's a predator. I mean, the shit that I heard come out of that woman's mouth, I never heard.
My God, I haven't been fucked like that since grade school.
Yay! Yay!
All right, we got it. We're in there.
Oh,
We
yes.
in it.
I can't wait for next week.
That's gonna be fun.
We in it. We in it.
All right, you guys, we are officially done. 4 takes in. That is our show. See you on next episode of Lights, Camera, Cocktails. Cheers,
Come on
gentlemen.
now.
I'm out. I'm out.